Construction, one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. Every physical safety measure is taken to protect the workers. Yet every working day, we lose 2 workmates. Not to the physical dangers, but to suicide. There is help out there. Someone to talk to. Look for the higher vis vest. Putting help in sight, on site.
What's happening, spreads? I've hit gridlock on the A46 towards Warwick. I've been sat here for 5 minutes now, I'm not moving. So I thought this is a good opportunity to make a quick video, a little trail talk chat. I've been wanting to do this video for some time now, and I've not found the time. So the universe has spoken, and it's plonked me here. Say I'm not moving. I've got my phone here, so let's get chatting about the Lighthouse Club. Now, I've had some talks with the Lighthouse Club last week. Really inspiring chat. If you don't know what the Lighthouse Club is, I'll get talking about that in a minute. But before I do so, I wanted to talk about a little experience that I had last week, talking to a carpenter friend of mine who is a very successful lad, and every time I see him we have a bit of a giggle, and I always say to him he's still flying on the magic carpet, and he normally winks and says yep. And what I mean by that is he's always seems to be on top of his game. He's always busy, he's always making decent money, he's always got too much work, and he's doing well. You know, to be fair to him, he's doing well. And he's someone that you'd probably go to if you were struggling or you need advice. He's one of them kind of blokes, and he's helped me a lot as well, to be fair. But this time when I seen him, he was stressed out. He was proper stressed out. I've not seen him like that before. And I said to him, how we doing then, pal? And instead of his normal, you know, bouncing his step and winking and being, you know, the bravado and all that, he was different. As I say, he was stressed out, and he says he's just priced up 3 jobs, and all 3 of them are ghosting him, and he's not used to that response from his customers. So we got talking about, you know, the state of the economy and how these price hikes are affecting everyone and everything. So we had a bit of a chinwag about that, and of course that is going to play a part in it all. But then we got talking about self-employment, and again I brought up the magic carpet, and I said normally you're flying, normally you're invincible, and you know, the problems bounce off you and you're quite resilient. I said, I know it says there's a bit of a shift and you're not behaving like that today. And he said, to be honest, I'm struggling. He says, I'm struggling. I says, what are you struggling with? And he says, financially. He said, my head game, because his finances have took a hit, and again these customers are ghosting him, which if you're self-employed now watching this, we've all had that, and it can be really annoying, you know, especially when you've spent 2 hours, you know, parting with your time and, you know, pricing up quotes, putting that on a letterhead and then emailing it over to somebody. That can take you a lot of time, and I said I'll relate with that one. It is annoying, but if that's happening over and over again, and you're getting rejected, like your quotes are getting rejected, that's a problem, because that means that you're not selling. And especially if these customers are going through your vetting process that you might have put in place, you know, through whatever it is, website form, or like a pre-qualification over the phone, or if these customers are your target market, and you're still not getting a response, that's a problem, because that means something else is going on. You've done everything in your power to try to target the right customers, and for whatever reason you're not selling. So he said that his headspace is suffering. I said, not surprised, because if your income takes a hit, that's going to cause stress. So we got talking about that and about self-employment, and I thought it was a good example, because it goes to show you that even the guys that appear to be smashing it out the park year in and year out, making bank, they seem invincible. The people that we might look to as paving the way and leading the way for the rest of us, even they get wobbled, and even they can suffer with mental health, even if it's on an unconscious level. You can suffer with mental health problems. So I wanted to talk about that, because a lot of the stigma around mental health is still there. There'll be guys watching this now going, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with me. When life gets tough, I just pull my socks up and crack on." That's what we all want to do, isn't it? We all want to do that, but if you look a little bit closer at your life, who's in the background? Who's holding it all together for you? Because these guys that are on their knees, it's not because they're weak. It's not because they haven't got the mental fortitude and willpower to pick themselves up. It's because they haven't got the fucking resources. So before we make snap judgments about people, and before you pull your ego out your back pocket and think to yourself, I've never suffered with mental health issues. No, when I get down in the dumps and I get a little bit, sad, I just pull my socks up and crack on. That's ignorant. And again, you may be in a position where there's enough money, there's enough food in your cupboards, there's enough resources around you, just enough to allow you then to think, I need to pull my socks up. But if those areas are depleted to the point where you ain't got nothing there, and I mean nothing, there's no resources, there's no food in your cupboards, and there's no money in your bank, then you're not going to be thinking, I need to pull my socks up. You're going to be panic stations. It's going to be, the shit is at the fan and you need some help. We all need a bit of help, is what I'm saying, lads. So the Lighthouse Club. Now, if you're a self-employed person, there's never been any help out there for us, has there? Let's be honest. Even in first lockdown, we just about got a little. At one point, there was no money coming our way, and then we did get a bit of help. But now, what's happening with that is, that's being classed as income, isn't it? So we're getting walloped for taking those payments in the way of tax. So what the government do, I'm not going to go political on you, but we know that the government will give with one hand and take back with the other. So I don't think we can rely on the government somehow, as self-employed people, to help us when we're in crisis. So when I heard about the Lighthouse Club, I thought, okay, what's this? This sounds different. Now, the Lighthouse Club has been set up for construction workers, and it's a charity to help the self-employed man and woman, to help the self-employed person if you're struggling with your mental health. Now, again, it's a taboo topic still today, and I think the more awareness there is on this, and it's not about, woe is me and pulling the violin out and, oh, I've got bloody mental health again. It's not about that. It's about being real and acknowledging that being self-employed, running a small business and being out there on your own and being responsible for so much can be hard. Okay, some people are living in a constant state of anxiety being self-employed because their business, their work life, the work part of their life is taking up too much space in their head, way too much space, an unhealthy amount of space. And even if you're flying the magic carpet now and you're busy, you've got 5 months work booked in, yeah, you've got money in the bank, you're going to have a big fat turkey on the table at Christmas and everything's cushy, cast your mind back to times where you were struggling. Yeah, you might have injured yourself, your van might have blown up, your customers might have rejected all your prices. Yeah, your customers ghosting you when you put your invoice in and now you're 10k in the hole. You don't know what to do and the banks are not listening. You might be flying now, because as you know, it's feast and famine in this game. So, and this time of year, for many of us, is the hardest time, especially if your mental health has took a pummeling. So I want you to keep that in mind. And again, we can all get wobbled. Doesn't matter who you are watching now, even if you think you're some sort of business guru. Yeah, who's in the background keeping your life together? Remember, you've got resources. Yeah, it's not all you. You're not Rambo. Okay. So even if you think you're the big shot and you won't get wobbled and you won't get hit and you won't get touched by this, you will. There'll be chapters of your life where you're fucked and you need help. So again, when I heard about the Lighthouse Club, it resonated, and I thought, we get a lot of posts on the group where guys are trying to reach out to Trial Talk to say, look, I'm struggling in self-employment and I'm struggling with my mental health, but we're not really equipped as a group of 6,000 spreads and beginner spreads. We're not really equipped with the knowledge and resources to help and support these guys. So when I heard about this Lighthouse Club, I thought this is going to be a fantastic resource for Trial Talk, and the culture that they promote runs in line with our culture on the group, where they're saying, look, let's talk about it, let's get to the root cause of why you're feeling the way you are, and let's show you a little bit of support. So next week, at some point next week, I'm going to be doing a live chat with Trisha from the Lighthouse Club, and she's going to come on and she's going to discuss with everybody and do a bit of a presentation on all the services and support that the Lighthouse Club can offer you guys if you are struggling this time of year, especially with your finances, with stress, with physical injuries. They can put you in touch with physical therapists. They can connect you with a caseworker to help you. So it ain't just about, woe is me, I'm feeling a bit down, I'm feeling a bit low. It's not just about that. It's about looking at all the areas of self-employment where we do struggle daily. Not just financial, but other areas where we struggle daily. And it's about highlighting those struggles and looking for ways that we can alleviate those struggles, and that's what the Lighthouse Club do. So it's really exciting. I think it's a real positive thing for the group. I've shared a video this morning, which is a video based around suicide rates in the UK from construction workers, which is a bit of an eye-opener. It's quite a hard-hitting video, but I'll put that on there just to give you the heads up, really, of what the Lighthouse Club is there for, and the seriousness of what I'm talking about when problems go ignored, when your mate might be suffering and you don't notice that he's suffering, and And that's not to say, you know, anyone's to blame, because we're all busy people, and we might not necessarily be able to recognise when one of our buddies is having a hard time, especially us blokes, because we don't talk. So it's about making changes in that regard, and I'll be keen to hear what you have to say about this topic in the comments section, and let me know what you think about this Lighthouse Club, and let me know what you think to the little video that I shared as well. So yeah, keep your ears to the ground and your eyes open. I'll give you another heads up about this video with Trisha, but hopefully it'll be midweek next week is what I'm aiming for. We'll jump on and we'll do a chat all about it, see what resources they can offer, and hopefully we'll be working with them on Trial Talk. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon.